KILR. Killer game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to my tour around the world featuring Microsoft Flight Simulator 4. And today we're going to be heading right back where we came from. We're going to be heading to Duluth, but we're not landing in Duluth. So I'll go ahead and show you what we're doing here. This is the IFR map. And we're right here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, not Michigan, although it does start with an M. And we'll be doing VFR because there is a road that I put in that we'll be able to follow along, and that'll get us to the Duluth area. It's US Route 2. Same one we used to get here to Grand Rapids. And we're going to be going to Superior this time. Superior, Minnesota. And landing right here at Richard I. Bong, which is SUW or KSUW. Now, I found this airport interesting as far as the design. It's got a V shape to it, connected with this curved taxiway. I haven't really seen anything like it. I thought it was interesting when I was going through the maps to try to find out where to land. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I want to give this a try because I definitely want to see how it's portrayed in the later simulators. So I just thought that was interesting. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get Duluth tuned in just so we have an idea of how many miles we got until we get there. So that's going to be 112.6. And we got 50 miles to go. Right, let's go ahead and get things started up here. And we'll go ahead and use ATC. From what we learned on the last flight, the transponder does actually work. Do a request to take off. Insert to transmit. By the way, you hit enter. You have to make sure that the ATC is active, and then you can hit enter to open it up. 0257. If we don't do 0257, it will remind us. So it won't give us clearance until we actually set it. Okay. See if I can find my way around my own airport here. Couple of storage units over here, and I think the taxiway here is going to connect. There it goes. See, I think I'm definitely going to use this more often. Because you notice how it didn't do anything until we got to the runway and stopped. It's interesting. Oh, tired. Runway 16. Oh, this is the one we landed on last time. All right. I'm going to set the autopilot here for, 2000. That should do it. We'll turn on the autopilot switch. Okay, and the yellow line there is Route 2. It's actually a gray road. It's a 4-lane highway, and so it's a gray road, and the yellow line is the dividing line. That's how they did it. So that's the option that you get if you create scenery with ASD, Aircraft and Scenery Designer. I'd like to get some sleep, but my kitty is all comfortable up here. Here. Take a look. He's there, just asleep. That's my boy. That's my boy Shadow. Yeah. And some pets. We actually have 3 boys. 3 boys and 2 females. The females are the oldest. If you've watched any of my other episodes, you may have seen a black cat. That's our oldest. She is going to be turning 18. And then we have another one, which is this big, plump, white, fur, fluffy cat, Ginger, who is just a few years younger than Talia, and there's no way that I would be able to show you her, because she freaks out when picked up. She doesn't like it one bit, but she will always go to for pets. Doesn't care who it is. Just go up to the person, meow, 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 until she gets her pets. She's so privileged. And Shadow, he likes to claim my arm, which is what he's doing right now. See, take a look. There's my hand here. See my hand, my fingers? He's got himself just resting right on my arm. He's claimed my arm. I will need that back when we get close to landing. Where's our road? Ah, it's over this direction, okay. You look proud of yourself. Oh my goodness, just a little tired. Let's read some fun facts as I try to do this with one hand here. Who was the world's first turncoat? It was the Duke of Saxony, who in the middle 16th century owned land that was claimed by both Spain and France. The two nations fought over the land, and the Duke had no idea who would be victorious or whose armies would be where exactly when. His solution? The canny Duke this takes talent here. The canny Duke had his tailor make a coat for him that had Spain's color blue on one side and France's color white on the other. Whenever one or the other side armies came marching through his land, he would simply turn his coat accordingly and cheer the men on. Other noblemen did likewise, and the practice, along with the word, caught on. That's interesting. Did anyone bake 4 and 20 blackbirds in a pie? I've not heard of this saying before. So that's the whole thing about this this world tour. It's all about discovery. No, through the truth. No, though the truth is stranger than the nursery rhyme that inspired. Oh, it's from the nursery rhyme. In France, in 1454, knights who belonged to the Order of the Golden Fleece got together for a fabulous banquet in honor of the founder of their order, Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy. Music was to be a part of the celebration, and the knights wanted something that would impress their guest. King Charles VII was their guest. They had the baker prepare an enormous pie crust, and when the king sat down, 24 African musicians emerged from within, the 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. Shadow just took off. Now wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The first half of the rhyme concerns itself with a soul of somewhat lesser means. Anything worth 6 pence was of trifling value, while a pocketful of rye refers to the small amount of grain the narrator has come to town to sell. Go for a Mountain Dew and some pretzels. I gotta lose weight. I hate that. You get older and it's like you have a few pretzels and you like blow up. It sucks getting old. Don't get old. Stay as young as you can. See the road here? The gray road, and then it's got a yellow line. you'll get a chance to see Interstate 35. One of the road options you've got when building scenery is a divided highway. And so I use those for the interstates. And it's just basically two long rectangles drawn out. You know, and when you're doing this, it only lets you draw it out so far. And then you've got to place your point, add it to your scenery, and then just continue from there. And it's not easy trying to get scenery placed in the right place so that way it's accurate. I try with XY coordinates, like I'll put in longitude and latitude into Flight Simulator 5, and then there's an option to see what the XY coordinates are. It's the only simulator that has that. I don't believe Flight Simulator 98 has it. But that's how I've been getting my XY coordinates, and they don't always match up, you know, as far as, okay, I put a nav beacon here, and a nav here, and an airport here, and if I take this vector and this vector, when they meet, I should be able to see the airport. Yeah. Based on the information I'm getting, it doesn't quite work out that way. Sometimes it's close, and other times it's not close at all. Let's see if we can land on runway 32. So out of all the flight simulators, which one is your favorite? And which one is your least favorite? Meryl, what you doing? I know most people are going to say FSX or X-Plane, but I'm just kind of referring to, you know, you may have some fond memories of Flight Simulator 4, or maybe 95 or 5.1 or 98, or maybe FS9, Flight Simulator 2004. No, don't you jump on that. Meryl, why don't you come over here? Come over here and lay down. No, I didn't say stand in front of me. Yeah. Okay, 14 miles to go. Shadow. Hi. Go right over here. Oh, don't you start with me. Or you don't listen. Are you jumping down? What are you doing? That's right, you may not actually see the interstate. It's off in this direction. This road here is actually just a regular road that goes north. No, actually you will see the interstate, that's right. This road is going to connect up with the I-35. Because the I-35 will connect to Duluth. So, Richard I. Bong is like right up here. This little gray thing looks like it's a bird. It's a bird in the back, in the foreground. Or is that background? I guess that's background. Oh, it disappeared now. Off camera. I've been moving my camera, so yeah. Well, at least I don't need an i7 computer to run Flight Simulator 4. I'm hoping to get my i7 fixed. It needs a new processor, I think. I've troubleshooted as much as I can. And I don't think it's the board. But that's why I need to get a processor, and I'm looking at getting an i3 because it's cheaper. Just so I can test the motherboard and see if it works. I had bought a replacement motherboard thinking the motherboard was bad. And when I put my processor on there, it did the same exact thing. It would start up and shut down and start up and shut down and... Oh, there you are. Yeah, I see you. So this is downtown Duluth. Well, when you see it, there were some buildings sitting right there. This should be the interstate. So as we get close, you'll see how it's a divided highway, and I see the airport. Whoops. I'm landing right now. You'll get out. I'll let you out as soon as we land. Don't be a problem. Go sit down. You might be able to see the... Oh man, we've been going up. No, no, no. Don't go on top of that. Yeah, you'll see it's kind of divided in there. We're a little too high. Yeah, but you can kind of see it there. You see it there too. Just chill out. I'm almost down. So this is Superior here. If we get ourselves slowed down here. Okay, this should be... There's a runway here, and there's another runway there. This is the one I'm hoping to get. Ah, no, not this thing. Yeah, there's this gray line glitch thing here, and I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with the scenery that I've been creating. Oh, wow, there's another one out here, too. Or it's the clouds tripping out. I don't know. Okay, we're on final, Shadow. Yeah, red over red. actually, that is white over red, so it looks like we might be doing okay here. It looks like a crown. Remember I told you about that taxiway? You see how you got two runways here and they are connected by a little taxiway? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Come on. Onto the runway, onto the runway, onto the runway. Ah, crap. I wanted to at least land on the runway of my own making. Alright. Yeah, these are all control towers. That was a mistake. I thought I was getting the rectangular boxes. And no, I've got control towers sitting here instead. All right. Let me go ahead and we'll pull up the map view. So that way you can see the airport. So there are the two runways and the little connection thing there. It's kind of like nunchucks. You know, you got the two things connected with a chain. And then here's the little area, parking area. So, yes, I hear you, boy. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and pull up the real one. Here it is. This is the real Richard I. Bong Airport. There you go. We got the two runways. It's connected by the one taxiway here. I don't have this part in, but here is the off-ramp here. And I don't have all these things in here, but I've got this main building here, and I just put like a couple. And like I said, I selected the wrong object. I've got control towers instead of... It's because I put one control tower in, or maybe it was from something previous I was doing and I forgot to change it. I'm not sure. Boy, my boy is really upset. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and cut it right here. Thanks for joining me on this flight. I'm going to go let my cat out. In the meantime, see, he's upset. In the meantime, take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next flight. If you're enjoying these videos, consider dropping a like and giving it a thumbs up. It helps me and the channel, plus it encourages others who may also have an interest in these videos. These same flights can also be seen on various other simulators, which are also being featured in this world tour. So check those out if you enjoy comparing the old with the older, to what used to be new, and what happens to be recent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around as we fly free in the beautiful blue.